What's up, guys? We got the whole pack out today. Yeah. Kahlua, Vinny, Colden, Mondo, Sambuca, Red Bull, Gidget, the Kahlua again, Carly, the one with the tongue. Of course, that is Avon. We got Blue with the blue collar, Zoe. We got Addie, the little brown one, and then the hey. That's Mona, pretty old female. So we're all just taking a break from taking a nap, actually. Relax. Avon. Blue. So Blue's got a little bit of a head tilt going on. Hey, buddy. A little off balance. He went to the vet, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Blue. Hey, buddy. And he's a sweet dog. So Blue and Avon are brothers. The one with the tongue. Avon. Look at that tongue. Then we got Zoe, and Addie, and then, hey, Sambuca, relax. The crew. So we have another one coming in. That scared me. I thought that was a dog that came out.
Huh?
I thought a dog was coming out.
Oh, no. No dogs in there.
Well, that's good because I thought I had them all out here.
They're starting to look more like a pack.
Yep. We got that one coming probably tomorrow morning. We're not going to get him today. Well, that's a crew. So Mondo's leaving, I think, on the 5th. Everybody else, Gidget should be going home at some point, hopefully. Been here forever. Avon and Blue going home, I think, on the 4th. Or maybe the 5th, something like that. So we're getting one tomorrow. So, hey! So Vinny, we got him out of the pound probably 4 days ago now. And then we're going to go get the dog that he lived with, which the name I think is Lucy. So we're going to go get her tomorrow. So they'll be reunited again, so that's kind of cool. So, it's like soap opera, but dogs. I think they're all ready to go back in. Huh. But you see they're all chilled out. You see they're all relaxed, you know. You can tell who the more non-chilled out ones are. So you see how Addie's standing. You see the Blue is kind of underneath the stairwell. You know. He keeps following me and sitting down there every time I stop somewhere. He's just goofy. Right. Same thing with her. Her and him are in the kind of same mental state. Everybody else is pretty much just chilling, you know. See, that's what I love. I love when they sit down and relax. I don't want to have to tell them sit. I don't want to have to tell them lay down. You know. I don't want to play right now. So I'm monitoring this to make sure that Carly doesn't get involved or something. Red Bull's just trying to have somebody to play with, but now is not the time. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some chow before it gets so dark that they're gonna start doing fireworks, because everybody has to do fireworks for 4 months straight. I wonder what's gonna take longer, than stopping fireworks or the summer. I bet it'll be winter time before they stop doing fireworks. Blue, hey buddy. They got Mona. So this is, hey, go. Be careful of stuff like that. Go, go. When I'm petting Mona, and then a dog comes right in between the space. So like right now, watch. So Mondo will probably come right here. Hey Mona. So I'm gonna dress it up a little bit. Mona, good girl. Okay, so see, Chloe, go. So my own personal dog did that. It's a little jealousy thing. But between two dogs that have histories, you definitely don't want to be able to control that. If I decide to pet Mona, I decide to pet Mona. If I decide to pet Mondo, I decide to pet Mondo. But if I decide to pet Mona and Mondo comes over here, hey. So see, now I'm done petting Mona, so now she can't tell, hey, no, go. So I don't move my hand back because that's going to move her in. Go. So I want to see how the response is in the reaction. See that side eye when she laid down behind him? Oh, man, there's so much going on, man. There's so much going on. So much body language, so much attitude, so much communication going on. And there's no growling. Hey! Growling or barking or anything. There's just lots of communication and body language. And that's why it's so important for us not to rely so much on our vocal communication. Sit, stay, place, come. We need to get a little bit deeper and kind of find out what's going on, you know. Oh, man. Rewind that a couple of times and watch that behavior between these two. I pet her, and then he came in between me and her, and then I backed him off. And then when I backed him off, she went ahead and started trying to dominate me by keep coming into my space when I was done petting her. So then I had to back her off. But then when she went to go sit behind Mondo here, then Mondo gave a quick side eye. Like, what are you doing back there? So then I said, hey, I broke that up. But man, if we're not aware of all that stuff, that's when people say, oh, all of a sudden my dog got into a fight. No, it wasn't all, hey, go. It wasn't all of a sudden. See, I'm not going to let a dog approach me like that. Are you kidding me? Forget that. See, he's a dominant guy. So don't come into my space. I'll go into your space. You see what I mean? And it's not to be mean or egotistical or upset or anything like that. But if he doesn't respect me, if he doesn't respect my space, how am I going to tell him not to bite her or Vinny? Or how am I going to tell him not to respond to this? But if he respects my space, that means he respects my presence. So my presence could stop misbehavior if he decides to control that craziness over there. So please, like, pay attention. Like, figure out, like, why did he lay down there? What's going on here? You know. See, you got Sambuca laying down into him, so then he lays down and then he gives it back to her. So, I mean, there's this dueling stuff going on, you know. And granted, this isn't going to start a fight because I understand that they're calming down. But you ever seen two little brothers that are wrestling and all of a sudden one gets serious and then he turns it into a fight when it started off as play? How many times have we seen that with dogs? Oh no, that's how they play. Oh my God! Stop! 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 And then they freak they freak the dogs out and freak everything else out. So again, hey. So I'm backing them out. Don't come into my space. So Colton is staying out of my space and just chilling, so I can give this guy affection all day long. So it's not about not giving affection. It's about don't give affection to a dog that comes into your space. See, because he's not in my space. This is a great time to give him affection. Hey, buddy. Hey, go. But then you got to be careful. If I start petting him on the chest or on the belly, and then he shows a submissive position, I need to protect his space from the other dogs. Because then you'll have a nervous dog like Addie coming in trying to dominate because he's putting himself in a submissive position, and then he may react to Addie's... It's like when you see a couple of gang members fighting and then one guy goes down and then somebody else comes in and kicks him while he's down. I mean, it's that sad, like taking advantage of the situation kind of thing. And if I'm a leader, So see, underneath his chin, and that's just how it worked out. But then if he's a dominant guy and ends up underneath that chin, he could be like, "Hey, get away from me," and then she could return like, "Hey, what's the problem?" And then that could turn into a fight. So we don't want to anticipate fights. We don't want to expect fights, but we want to stop behavior that's opposite of calm. See, nice, good girl. Hey, go. See, I pet her, and then she comes into my space. I'm watching Colton. He's not into my space so much. So just challenge yourself to be a little bit more aware of body language. You know, because they're all communicating, right? So right here. Hey, see how uncomfortable Addie is? Now, Carly's not doing nothing wrong, but Addie doesn't like it, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Unfortunately, I can't go around and hug every girl I want to. If she's uncomfortable, I need to stop it, even though my intentions aren't bad. That way, everybody's equal. Hey, get out of there. I'll get onto my dog, Kahlua, or I'll get onto my personal dog, Sambuca. Like right there, look at his ears. He's over there focusing. He's found cats over there in the pool before. Hey, go. So I'm actually going to get him up. Go. And move him away. So, if he's looking at me, so she just rolled into me. Alright, she's being goofy back and forth. So, see how Colton's reacting? There's all kinds of body languages, all kinds of messages, all kinds of communication going on. So, that's my challenge to, especially people that have issues with their dogs. Try to learn what your dog is trying to express. Is he uncomfortable? Is he nervous? Is he dominant? Is he excited? Is he territorial coming into your space? So there's a sniff from Red Bull. He moved on. Fantastic. No problem. If that would have lingered, I would have stopped that. So, anyway, guys, just a few ways that I kind of interact with the dogs that I've been having the opportunity to be around, you know. So, it's not a pit bull thing. It's not a male thing. It's not the sex of the dog. Two males can't be with another male or a female. There's all these complicated equations these humans come up with of why dogs don't get along. Relax them together. If I go to Starbucks and there's somebody that's crazy, I'm not going to hang out with them. If I go to Starbucks and somebody's, hey, how you doing? Oh my goodness, you want to sit here? There's somebody sitting here. Please sit down. Okay, cool, thanks. Oh, are you from here? Da-da-da. If they're respectful, they're polite, you know, we could have a friendship. So right there, I'm gonna stop that. Hey, his head over her neck. I'm not gonna allow that, even though she walked into that space. She could be looking at me, not realize the position, and then he can go ahead and take advantage of that position and become in a dominant state. And then when I got her, she was trying to bite me like crazy, man. She was racing in the car and out of the car. And every time she passed me, she was trying to bite me, trying to bite my arm. Hey, relax. So now again, you see how she stopped the movement and everything. And it's not because of the leash. It's just, again, the leash is just so she can't get out of the gate here. But she still has that mentality. Just because we've had a couple of good days together and everything's been absolutely fine doesn't mean I can sit there and give her a ton of affection right now, because she's still kind of changing over. Oh, look at how stoic he looks. I love this guy. So once Addie really starts to calm down, yeah, we're going to be buddies, man. But right now, she's on edge. I can't do it. I'll pet her once in a while when I see that she's calming down. I'll let her come into my space once in a while if she comes in slowly, respectfully. But don't you jump on the couch and jump on my leg just because you're small and you think you can. That's not going to happen. Because I wouldn't let Mondo do that, so why would I let this dog do that? You know? So. Oh my goodness. Good boy, Colton. Hey, go. So when I gave him affection with my voice, he saw how Mondo got up. Be careful how you speak to those dogs. Be careful the kind of energy you have around those dogs. You will influence your dogs. And then if you don't like their behavior, we have to understand that we were the one that influenced that bad behavior. whether it's subconsciously or we weren't knowledgeable about it, that's fine, no problem. Move on, but understand what happened. It's not the dog's fault.